My name is Anthony Ackerman. I'm the playwright. I wrote Somewhere on the Border 29 years ago when I was living in Amsterdam. It was an anti-military play. It was an attack on the colonial war that the apartheid government was waging in Namibia and Angola at the time, all those years ago. But it's really a story about 5 conscripts and their bombardier set in the artillery, and how they're trained to be fighting machines and to go up to the border. And it's primarily a story about one character who is somebody who didn't support the army, didn't support the what it was there to defend in those days, but because of circumstances finds himself in a situation where he's totally compromised, where he has to do everything that he didn't want to do. He has to betray himself and his beliefs.
I found peace, he said. And now I'm doing a fucking army.
I had been in the army. I did do my basic national service. So if I hadn't been in the army, I don't think I would have been able to write the play. Probably wouldn't have wanted to, but I think it's based on that. And on interviews with lots of people. I interviewed lots and lots of people. So what's authentic in the play has to do with other people's stories that informed that. The play opened in Grahamstown 25 years ago, so it's a sort of anniversary production. It was during a state of emergency where there were armoured vehicles moving around the streets, and it was a very dangerous, dark time in the country's history. The funny thing is that a critic in Johannesburg who'd seen the play 25 years ago said that it had more impact now, 25 years later. And also the strange thing is that you're looking back into the past, into this country, but actually it was like a different country, a totally different country.
Brand, bliksem, brand. Is hier nog toe op in donker Afrika? Ah, no! Septic. Staan, fucking staan! You with the face. You smoking? Nobody. You calling me a liar?
There's so many guys who'd go into this war that they didn't want to fight. Many of them did not want to fight. But if you didn't fight it, you could be put in prison. There were terrible consequences for not going to the army.
I'm going to go on a
I think that there seems to be a lot of interest now, recurrent interest in what happened. There's a plethora of publications, so I'm hoping that the play will be able to reach not only the people who lived through those dark times, but a new generation. But people are still fighting about this, and still fighting about whether it was a border war or war of liberation. The ANC won, but I'm still waiting for an ex-Umkhonto guy to write a play about what it really was like in the Umkhonto army, what their officers were like, what the Quattro camps were like. There's a lot that they've swept under the carpet, and maybe it would be quite a healthy thing if that also came out into the open.
Against them, and you are outside, if you like it or not.